Hello and welcome to this session. Today, we will continue with essential English grammar. We have discussed several forms of pronouns, and yesterday we had a session of quizzes on personal pronouns. Today, we will be having quizzes on reflexive pronouns. What are reflexive pronouns? Just a quick recap of what reflexive pronouns are, because some of the learned live participants weren't in the session in which I explained the pronouns. So when you use the same person as the subject and the object of the sentence, see, I'm trying to put things in as simple a way as I can. So that is why you might find me using expressions that are not strictly grammatically correct, okay? Or maybe correct from the perspective of classical English. But I'm trying to explain things in simple ways. So when the same stuff is the doer and the receiver of action, when the same person is the doer and receiver of the action, you deal with reflexive pronouns. For example, I am reading the book myself. She is preparing the food herself. They are working on the newly composed song themselves. It is actually not regulating itself well. So you can see that I'm using the same person or same object as both the doer and the receiver of the action. So the subject and the object, if you allow me to use those drab expressions of grammar, are the same. That is what we can call, in fact, not we call reflexive pronouns. Those are reflexive pronouns, okay? When the doer and the receiver of the action is the same person. With that said, let's start with the exercises. Oh, no. First, we'll have to, and we must say hello to our learned participants. Otherwise, how will those who are watching this video know that who are the people who are going to be grilled by today's exercises? Let's meet those who are going to be grilled. I'm joking. They're all geniuses, right? My learned participants never get grilled. They will grill the questioner, but they will never get grilled, right? You can ask them gruesome questions, but they will give you gruesome answers to those gruesome questions. Let's meet those wonderful learned participants of ours. Okay. Isha, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, looking pretty and beaming and vibrant and energetic as ever.
Thank you, sir.
And how's life at your end?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Good. Good to know that. And that beaming smile says it all. All right. Good evening, Sanjay. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
You are fine. Just about fine. That's it. Nothing more than fine.
I have been never been better before.
Yes, say that with a beaming smile. Now that smile, see, smile is contagious, right? You can see so many of our participants giving us such wonderful, vibrant, beaming smiles. Let those smiles catch you as well. Always smile, right? You have never been better before. Good to know that. All right, Lekha, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Lekha, is everything fine? I hope you're not.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Voice is breaking. Voice is getting wobblier.
I'm good. What about you?
You are good. That answer is not going to satisfy me. Now sit straight and tell me that you are best and you have never been better before. Say that. How are you,
I'm best.
Lekha?
I'm best. I have never been better before.
Say it with more energy.
I have never been better before.
Okay, Lekha, you're my friend now. You remember that, huh?
Yes,
You remember the friendship. I want all
yes.
my friends to be very happy. Okay, yesterday, by the way, your friend stole a part of my friendship and I stole a part of his friendship. So we balanced out. Okay. This genius friend of yours called Nitesh, who talks on weird topics such as dreams. Well, we'll come to him very soon. All right. Thank you, Lekha, for joining us. Kirti, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
Sir, I have been better than before.
You okay? How are you now?
I'm all right.
You're all right.
Yes, sir.
That answer is not going to satisfy me. With that beaming smile, say something better.
I have not been better than. No, I have not been
You have not
better
not
than.
you have not been better before. Okay, okay, great, great.
Yes.
All right. And now, thank you, Kirti, for finding time. So glad to have you here. So happy to have you here. Okay, and now that boy who speaks on weird topics. Dreams, lucid dreams, what all things you can experiment with while you are sleeping. My goodness. Do the deaf hear sounds while dreaming? Do the blind see pictures while dreaming? What kind of dreams do they have? What kind of synaptic connections are happening inside them? My goodness. Nitesh,
Hello, sir.
when are you winning the Nobel Prize? Tell me that.
I think I don't know actually.
You must win the Nobel Prize, my dear. Okay, and how are you?
I have never been better before, sir.
Fantastic. That is the loveliest answer. That is music to my ears. Good to know. And don't think you'll be able to escape our clutches, or rather my clutches. I'm all willing and all ready to suck all your knowledge. Okay, just a second, please. Just a second, please. Okay, sorry about that, but you know the reasons. This is a this is a teacher's privilege. The moment I say it's a teacher's privilege, Isha will say, no, it's not a teacher's privilege. It's a son's privilege. Come on, don't confuse the privileges. It's a son's privilege. Oh, yes, I agree with you. It's a son's privilege. And see, I'll be sipping this cup of tea and teasing you all for being there and not getting. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not such a nasty character. If I could share my mother's love with all of you right now on this virtual platform, I would do it. But anyway, the love is right now only available to me. So, with your permission, I'm going to have this. Okay. Now, Nitesh, on a serious note, we really would like to know a lot more about not just dreams, but other aspects of philosophy, other beautiful concepts that you have deliberated upon, and we would like to know your views and your thoughts. I'm so impressed and so much overwhelmed, so happy to have heard you speak yesterday. It was such a fantastic talk. I have been talking with my team about your speech for a long time. My team is kind of going gaga over you. You know that, okay? So you know that, but even I'm just willing to listen to you, listen more often to you, just the way I'm willing to listen more often to each one of your friends, because all of you are geniuses. All right. Thank you, Nitesh, for finding time and for joining us.
Thank you so
Pallavi.
much, sir.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Pallavi, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. I've never been better before. And how are you?
I have also never been better before.
Wow, that is how you should be answering this question. Great. You have never been better before. Great. Every day you become better, even better, still better, better than the best, better than the better than the best. And it keeps happening this way, right? Till the time you become a grand old, great grandmom. And you talk to your great grandchildren this way. Yes, yes. I have never been better before. Waiting to see that day. Okay, I probably will not be there, but you will certainly be remembering these virtual classes then. I'm so happy that you're here, and thank you for being such a wonderful, regular, disciplined participant, Pallavi. You are a genius in the true sense of the expression, and thank you for being a part of this class. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Who is this boy? Let me try and find out who this boy is. Boy has disappeared. Boy has gone. Okay, no. There he is. Yes. You cannot run away, Shivam. You cannot just run away. You will have to deliver more speeches on such complicated topics, such as the trident of Lord Shiva. Good evening, Shivam. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I've been doing really great and
Okay.
enjoying
Okay.
my life. And what about you, sir?
Oh, I'm great. I've never been better before. I'm absolutely superb. I'm a Johnny, you see. I don't know whether I'll be 95 someday. I'll be 95 someday, but I hope to have some material existence then. I want to live long. I'll make it very clear. I want to have a long life. Why? Because I want to write. I want to just empty all my ideas on paper. So you might, when you come and visit me, when I become a great granddad. No, that's too much. That's too much of an exaggeration. Okay. When I become a no. I don't want to become anything great. Okay. When I'm just 99 or 100 years old and you come and see me writing and you ask me the same question, how are you? I'll say the same thing. Oh, I've never been better before. All right. So Shivam, um, I'm very happy to know that you are enjoying your life. It's important to enjoy your life. Always be beaming and as lovely as you are, right? I'm so glad to have you as a participant of this training program. And I'm sure with your kind of caliber, with your kind of what they call medha in Sanskrit, you are going to go great guns. You'll just touch the firmament of success pretty soon, right?
Thank you, sir, for
Well,
so much appreciation.
I mean every word of it. Okay. And then there's another friend of yours who deserves as much appreciation, and that happens to be our very dear Manisha. Manisha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. I've never been better before. And how are you?
I've also never been better before.
Great, fantastic. See that beaming smile, that wonderful energy. It really kind of sparkles the very atmosphere with a lot of mirth, a lot of happiness, and of course, a lot of energy. Thank you, Manisha, for finding time out again and joining us. All right,
Thank
Mohit. Thank you, dear. Thank you for joining. Mohit, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are
How are
you?
you?
Oh, fantastic. I've never been better before. And how are you?
Sir, I also same. I have never been better before.
Fantastic, Mohit. That lovely, wonderful, beaming smile playing on your lips says it all. And be smiling like this all your life. Okay? You
Of
deserve to
course,
be
sir.
happy. You're a great boy. You're a great, young, intelligent boy. Be happy at all times. And always be curious to learn new things. So good to have you
Yes,
here.
sir.
Okay. And now, Hemanta. By the way, Hemanta, are you aware there used to be a great singer who also was called Hemanta. Some people used to call him Hemant Kumar, and he had such a melodious voice. Heard of Hemant Kumar?
No, sir, I have never heard.
Oh,
Neither I am.
no, don't say that. Don't you say that. Hemanta does not know about Hemant Kumar. How many of you have heard of Hemant Kumar? Raise your hands.
I
Okay,
don't think
okay.
no one.
Nobody else? Nobody else has heard of Hemant Kumar? My goodness. One of the best singers this country has ever seen. Anyway, Hemanta, how are you?
I'm perfect, sir. I have never been better before.
Perfect is not enough. You have to be more perfect than the perfect. And good to know that you are perfect and you have never been better before. Good to know that. And welcome aboard, Hemanta. Today, after this class, after you finish your coterie talk, I hope you're doing your coterie talks, right? If you're not doing
Yeah,
your coterie talks,
I'm doing, sir.
okay, you are doing
I'm
good, good, good. No, I was about to say if you're not doing anybody not doing the coterie talk will get a virtual pat from me. Don't worry. I'll never use a pervert expression such as slap. I cannot slap anybody. I can only give you love and affection. I can never give you any kind of violence. Okay. I just don't have that substance inside me. And sometimes people take advantage of me because of that anyway. Right. Okay. So moving ahead. Seema, good evening. Where
evening,
is
sir.
my teacher friend? There is she. Okay.
Good
Today,
evening, sir. How are you?
absolutely fine, Seema. It is such a pleasure to see you and to listen to you. How are you doing? I'm fantastic. I've never been better before. How are you?
I am also good, sir.
Just good.
If I am saying true, then it's just good.
Well,
I have some kind of headache, sir, actually,
okay.
from the evenings, seriously.
All right.
So,
Have you heard of what they call the law of attraction? Things happen your way when you demand things to happen your way. Just tell your mind that the headache should go. And just say, I want to be in a state whereby I feel that I have never been better before, and see if it works for you. Right?
yes, sir.
Who am I to tell you? You are already such a learned, wonderful girl. You are such a brilliant girl, a teacher yourself. So glad to have you, Seema. I'm so happy to have you here. And now let's start with the exercises on reflexive pronouns. Now, I did tell you that those problems are going to be grilling. The truth is, those problems are lollipops, chocolates for you to eat. Simple, 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 simple. Okay? Let's go ahead and start with the exercises. Here we go. All right. I've already explained what are reflexive pronouns, so I'll not be repeating that again. Okay. Once again. Just a second. Give me some time, please. Right. There you are. Okay, fine. Right. So we start with the exercises on reflexive pronouns. I'll solve the first one for you. Okay. Now, please keep in mind that you have solutions here, but these solutions may be different from your solutions, and your solution may still be correct. Now, these problems don't just have a single solution. There can be many solutions, right? Depending upon the context, your solution could be different from mine, and both solutions could be correct. So, fill up the blanks with Reflexive pronouns. There could be more than one solution to a problem. Written very clearly. I'll solve the first one for you. And then come back to you to solve the same problem again. I mean, I know you'll hear the solution from me, but still I'll come back to you and ask you to give me the solution of that first problem. He wrote the essay dash. The answer is he wrote the essay himself. Why? Because he and himself are the same person. Here, the doer and the receiver of the action are the same. That is how we find out. That is how reflexive pronouns are identified, right? He wrote the essay himself. That's it. Okay, Sanjay. He wrote the essay dash.
He wrote the essay himself.
He wrote the essay himself. Remember, Sanjay, when you use the expression the, that is the, before a word that starts with a vowel, like here, the word is essay. You don't say you don't pronounce the as the. You pronounce the as the. When the precedes a word that starts with a consonant sound, we use the. Okay. So
He wrote the.
so if the word had been paper instead of essay, we would say he wrote the paper himself. But since it's essay, we'll say he wrote the essay himself. Is that clear, Sanjay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Kirti, we decided to stay home and relax dash.
We decided to stay home and relax ourselves.
Fantastic answer. Great answer. Ourselves. 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 Remember, not ourself. Ourselves. As this brilliant girl just answered. Okay. Nitesh, you can't blame dash for the mistakes. Shoot.
You can't blame yourself for the mistakes.
Absolutely right. Very well done. Isha, they painted the walls dash.
They painted the walls themselves.
Try again, my dear.
They
Just say again. You were
Shivam. Shivam.
they painted the well ourselves. No
Yes.
idea.
You,
Themselves.
no. Why are you saying no idea? You just gave the correct answer. They
They
painted
painted
the
the
walls
wall.
themselves. Absolutely correct. THEMSELVES. 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 Not themselves. Right? There cannot be any themselves.
Okay.
Himself and herself are correct expressions. Not themselves. There is nothing
Okay.
such as themselves. It is a plural, so it has to be themselves. Just as Kirti answered, it cannot be ourself. It has to be ourselves. That's why we say, since themselves has to be a plural, we say they painted the walls themselves. Right? Well done, Isha. Don't say no
Okay,
idea.
sir.
You are Isha, you are Gyan. You are Gyan. Purnamidam Purnamidi, you are Gyan, you are Isopanishad, you are the crux of Isopanishad. The Gyan for us. How can you say, I have no idea? You have to have
And
idea, and you will. Okay, say,
Yes,
say
sir.
I am Gyan. Say I am Gyan.
I am Gyan, full
Good,
of
yes.
knowledge.
Yes, good. All right, Shivam. I hurt dash when I fell down.
I hurt myself when I fell down.
Spot on, my dear. Well done. Manisha, the cat caught dash in the act. Tricky one. The cat.
The cat caught itself in the act.
Excellent answer. Wow. We don't know the gender here. Okay. So we are not sure if it's a he cat or a she cat. So we say the cat caught itself in the act. Well done. That's how we deal with animals sometimes. If we know that it's a he cat, we'll say himself. Right? She cat, herself. But here, usually for animals, we use the neuter gender. Here we have used itself. Very well done, Manisha. Well answered. Okay, Hemanta, are you enjoying dash?
Are you enjoying yourself?
Right. Are you enjoying yourself is correct. Are you enjoying yourselves is
Self.
also correct,
Both.
because you can be both singular and plural. So you could say, are you enjoying yourself? You can say, are you enjoying yourselves? Both will do, right? Very well answered, Hemanta. Do not forget the song of Hemant Kumar that you have to listen to after your coterie talk. I'll keep poking you into listening to a Hemanta song. How can you not know about Hemanta Kumar despite having the name Hemanta? How is that possible? Today you must listen to Hemanta. Okay. Pallavi. She has... Hemanta, I'm just pulling your leg, huh? I mean, sometimes, since I'm a great actor, let me self-praise myself. I sometimes want to become like Narcissus and look at myself with so much of pride and so much of happiness. And I believe that I'm incredible and wonderful. And what do I say? Probably the most intelligent man in the universe, the handsomest man in the universe, the most creative person in the universe. Come on. So forgive me for saying all that. Okay. All right. So the thing is, I'm just pulling your leg, right? Do not say that this man is crazy. He always forces me to listen to Hemant Kumar. You can listen to him. He was a great singer, no doubt. I'm just pulling your leg, right? But you know what is the meaning of Hemant. You know what is Hemant, right? You have to tell me by the time we finish the class, what is the meaning of the word Hemant? You haven't heard Hemant Kumar? Forgiven. But if you can't tell me what is the meaning of Hemant, don't just tell me it's a season. That will not do. You'll have to tell me what is the essence of Hemant. If you think that you will be able to escape by saying, hey, Hemanta is a season, will not do. Hemanta, the essence Hemanta, you will have to tell me by the time we finish the class. Right? Okay. Pallavi. She has done it all by dash.
She has done it all by herself.
Spot on, my dear. Well answered. Okay, Seema. It's time we started thinking about dash.
It's time we started thinking about ourselves.
Fantastic. Spot on. Well done. Lekha. She cannot paint the picture by dash by Monday.
He cannot paint the picture by herself by Monday.
Fantastic. Spot on. Mohit. 1 second. We're moving to exercise 2 now. Mohit. She prepared breakfast for dash. You are correct. She prepared breakfast for herself. By the way, the pronunciation is not breakfast. We Orientals, the Indians, Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, right? We tend to say breakfast. It is not breakfast. The word is breakfast. Breakfast. She prepared breakfast for herself. So Mohit, say, she prepared breakfast for herself. Say it. Mohit, have I actually angered you? Huh? What was that? Don't angry me. Have I angry you? I'm sorry. I mean, that I just quoted, this is not incorrect English. I just, what should I say? Repeated an oft-quoted film dialogue. Have I angered you by giving you the correct pronunciation? Mohit, why aren't you speaking, dear? Mic is not working, is it? Okay, Mohit, no problem. I'll come back to you later. She prepared breakfast for herself. That's the answer. Mohit is spot on. Okay, Sanjay. They enjoyed dash at the party last night. See, you are a party goer, and all sentences that come your way also have to do something or the other with parties. Now go on, answer the question. They enjoyed dash at the party last night.
They enjoyed himself at the party last night.
Try again, my dear.
They enjoyed themselves at the party last night.
Yes, they enjoyed themselves, not
At the
themselves.
party,
Yes, at the party last night. They enjoyed themselves. Themselves.
themselves.
Themselves. Well done. Okay, Kirti. He hurt Dash while playing football.
He hurt himself while playing football.
Spot on, Kirti. Well done. Nitesh. The cat is grooming Dash. Tricky one.
The cat is grooming itself.
Wonderful. Spot on. Isha. We challenge Dash to do better next time. Sorry. Go ahead. We challenge
We
Dash.
challenge ourselves to do better next time.
Try again, my dear.
We challenge ourselves to do better next time.
Absolutely correct. Spot on. See, you are Isha. You are Gyan. You have to come up with Gyan, right? We challenge ourselves to do better next time. Spot on, Isha. Well done. Okay. Shivam, I treated Dash to a nice dinner.
I treated myself to a nice dinner.
Fantastico. Well done. Okay, Manisha. The students cleaned the washroom by Dash. Sorry, the students cleaned the classroom by Dash.
The students clean the classroom by themselves.
Fantastic answer. Well done. Hemanta. She introduced Dash to the new neighbors.
She introduced herself to the new neighbors.
Absolutely correct. Well done. Seema. The baby smiled at Dash in the mirror. Tricky one. Tricky one. The baby smiled at Dash in the mirror.
Just a minute, sir. Just a minute.
No problem. Take your time.
Sir, which one is?
The question number 9. The baby
Okay, sir,
smiled
okay.
at Dash in the mirror.
The baby smiling at. The baby smiled at itself in the mirror, or
Fantastic answer. Or. Go ahead. Tell me the or also.
or sir, it may be himself or herself as well if we know the gender.
Wonderful. That's how a teacher answers questions. Well done, Seema.
Thank you.
Sometimes for a baby also we use it when we are not sure. Although that is not how everybody speaks English. There are some people who also use the neuter gender for a baby, just the way we use the neuter gender for the animals, right?
Yes.
You call it the neutral gender, whatever you want to call it. So the baby smiled at itself in the mirror will be acceptable. Some orthodox speakers will treat that as the correct answer. The baby smiled at himself in the mirror will also be correct. The baby smiled at herself in the mirror will also be correct. All right, moving on. Lekha, the athlete trained Dash for the upcoming race.
The athlete trained itself for the coming.
Try again, my dear.
Themselves for the coming.
Look at the noun. We are just talking about one athlete here.
But we don't know the gender.
Yes, never mind, still. Usually for an athlete, we don't use the neutral or the neuter gender.
The athlete trained himself or herself for the upcoming race. The
Correct.
athlete trained herself for the upcoming race.
Correct. Himself and herself, either of the two expressions will do. The athlete trained himself for the upcoming race. The athlete trained herself for the upcoming race. Both are correct. Okay, Mohit. Let's move on to exercise number 3. All right. The kids are getting ready for school by Dash. Mohit.
The kids are getting ready for school by themselves.
Perfect. Well done. Pallavi, he hurt Dash while attempting the high jump.
He hurt himself while attempting the high jump.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Sanjay, she talks to Dash in the mirror every morning.
She talks to herself in the mirror every morning.
Spot on, my dear. Well done. Kirti, we need to believe in Dash to succeed. You are muted, my dear.
Yes, we need to believe in ourselves to succeed.
Fantastico. Well answered, Kirti. All right, Nitesh. The dog barks at Dash in the window.
The dog barks at itself in the window.
Fantastic. The dog barks at itself in the window. Well done. All right, Isha. They always take care of Dash during their travels.
They always take care of themselves during their travels, sir.
Ah, you are Gyan. Give me the correct answer.
Themselves.
Yes, that's the answer. They
I am
always.
little bit confused of pronunciation.
Come on, Isha. There is nothing to be confused about. They and them are plurals. That is why we say themselves. There is no word
Yes,
such
sir.
as themself. Right? Himself,
Yes, sir.
he and she are singulars. So himself and herself will do. But they and them are plurals. So we cannot say themselves because it is not just one self we are talking about. We are talking about many selves. That's why we say themselves, ourselves. Understood? That is how we deal with it. Okay. But you came up with the correct answer. I'm so happy. They always take care of themselves during their travels. Okay. Manisha, the chef prepared a special meal for Dash.
The chef prepared a special meal for himself or herself.
Absolutely right. Both himself and herself will be correct. All right, Lekha. She can't stop talking about Dash.
She can't stop talking about herself.
Absolutely correct. She can't stop talking about herself. Well done. Okay, Shivam. He applied sunscreen to Dash before going to the beach.
He applied sunscreen to himself before going to the beach.
Absolutely correct. He applied sunscreen to himself before going to the beach. The preposition could also be on. He applied sunscreen on himself before going to the beach. Probably that will also be an acceptable sentence. Right, Shivam? Well done. Very well done. Okay, Seema. The magician amazed Dash with his tricks.
Sir, the magician amazed himself with his tricks.
Well done. Spot on. Moving on. Okay, Mohit. He bought Dash a new phone.
He bought himself a new phone.
Perfect. Very well done. Pallavi. She taught Dash to play the guitar.
She taught herself to play the guitar.
Spot on. She taught herself to play the guitar. Correct. Okay, Sanjay. They enjoyed Dash at the amusement park.
They enjoyed themselves at the amusement park.
Say it again. Say it again, my dear.
They enjoyed ourselves at the amusement park.
How
No.
can it be ourselves? Ourselves would have come if we had used the expression we. Here the word is they. So what should
They-
come?
They enjoyed himself at the amusement park.
Sanjay, your sense is correct, but the word is not themselves. I'm saying it again. It is themselves. Themselves. All right.
Themselves.
They enjoyed themselves at the amusement park. There is no word such as themselves. All right. It is themselves.
Self.
All right. All right. Well done. Okay. Kirti. The cat washed Dash after dinner.
The cat washed itself after dinner.
Spot on. Well done. Nitesh, we challenge Dash to be better every day. Repetitions, but important to repeat them.
We challenge ourselves to be better every day.
Perfect. We challenge ourselves to be better every day. Right. Isha, I treated Dash to a relaxing spa day.
I treated myself to a relaxing spa day.
Absolutely correct. I treated myself to a relaxing spa day. Okay, Manisha, the students presented their projects by Dash.
The students presented their projects by themselves.
Perfect. Lekha, she introduced Dash to the new neighbors. Repeat, but it's important to repeat these questions. Go ahead.
She introduced herself to the new neighbor.
Perfect, perfect. She introduced herself to the new members. New neighbors. Correct. All right, Shivam. The baby smiled at Dash in the mirror.
The baby smiled at itself in the mirror.
Perfect. The baby smiled at itself in the mirror. Himself and herself would also do. If you know the baby, whether the baby is a girl or a boy. All right. Okay. This is again a repeat, but not a kind of repeat, but somewhat similar. All right, Seema. The athlete pushed Dash to the limit in the race.
The athlete pushed himself to the limit in the race.
Perfect. The athlete pushed himself to the limit in the race, or the athlete
Herself
pushed
actually.
herself to the limit in the race. Both are
Yes.
correct. Okay. All right. Now, this paragraph, I'll just read. One of you will take this paragraph, and the one who will be taking this paragraph today for answering is going to be Isha. Isha will be answering this paragraph single-handedly. Nobody else will speak. Remember, Isha, we are not going to fill up the blanks only with the reflexive pronouns. The normal pronouns will also be used over here. What is the question? Read the paragraph and insert the appropriate pronouns. Use reflexive pronouns where appropriate. Not all pronouns to be used here are reflexive. Remember, all pronouns will not be reflexive, okay? So what is the paragraph? There are many reflexive pronouns that are going to come. Tom and Lisa had a fantastic day at the zoo. They took pictures of Dash with the animals and enjoyed Dash during the animal shows. At lunchtime, they treated Dash to some delicious food at the zoo cafe. Afterward, Tom hurt Dash while climbing the adventure playground. But Lisa helped Dash with some first aid. They laughed at Dash when they saw their funny reflections in the funhouse mirrors. It was a memorable day for both of Dash. I give you 1 minute to think and then you will answer. The entire paragraph has to be answered. Okay, start.
Sir, all
Adjust your
okay.
mic, my dear. Adjust your mic.
Am I audible?
Now you're audible. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Tom and Lisa had a fantastic day at the zoo. They took pictures of themselves with the animal and enjoyed during the animals themselves during the
Isha,
animal.
Isha,
Yes,
my
sir.
dear. Isha, please understand there is no word such as themselves. Now I'll have to stop the presentation and make one thing very clear. And thereafter, I'll get back to the presentation again. Please pay attention,
Okay.
all of you. Please pay attention, all of you. Now, please understand and appreciate that we discussed all this, but I believe many of you were absent on that day. So Probably some issues are coming up, but not to worry. We will soon know what we are dealing with. Now, I is the pronoun, okay? The personal pronoun. I is followed by myself, singular. That is why the word self has come over here. I is a singular word. It's a singular word, singular pronoun, singular personal pronoun. That is why myself is okay, because the word self is also singular. If it is we, this is a plural. So for we cannot write something like ourself. This is a wrong word. There is nothing such as ourself. We have to say ourselves. We, ourselves. Ourself is incorrect usage. Ourselves. Why selves? Why plural? Because we is a plural expression. That's why. Now, he is a singular personal pronoun. That's why what will be the reflexive form? The reflexive form will be himself. Why self? Because he is singular. That's why. All right. She. She is a singular personal pronoun. That is why what will be the reflexive form? It will be herself. Why self? Why self? Because she is singular. That's why self is singular here. Now, if we use the word they is a plural. We cannot write something like them. We cannot write something like themself. Themself doesn't make any sense. See, it is automatically correcting it. Why so? Because now it didn't correct, because themself is not to be used. Self, the word self is not used with a plural. They is what? A plural personal pronoun. That is why we should be using themselves. That is how we deal with personal pronouns. So, Isha, I hope this makes some sense. Okay? It is what? It is a singular personal pronoun. That is why we use itself. Itself. Why itself? Why self and why not selves? Because the word it is singular. That is why. All right. With this information, I think now the problem, the exercise will be easier to solve. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
All right. Start. Now I'll read this again for you quickly so that you can form the answers in your mind. 1 second, please. Okay, you have to fill up the blanks. Not all pronouns here will be personal. Remember, not all pronouns over here will be personal. Sorry, not all pronouns over here will be reflexive pronouns. There can be other forms of pronouns as well. Let me make it easier for you. There'll be 2 pronouns which will not be reflexive pronouns. The rest of them will all be reflexive. What is the paragraph? Tom and Lisa had a fantastic day at the zoo. They took pictures of dash with the animals and enjoyed dash. Here also enjoyed, the word that will come over here. Sorry about this. The word that will come over here will also be following they. So accordingly, fill this blank with the appropriate reflexive pronoun. During the animal shows, at the lunchtime, they treated dash to some delicious food at the zoo cafe. Afterward, Tom is singular. Tom hurt dash while climbing the adventure playground, but Lisa helped dash. Here, you have to be a little careful with some first aid. They. Again, they laughed at dash when they saw their funny reflections in the funhouse mirrors. It was a memorable day for both of dash. Right? Now attempt it, Isha. Go ahead. Try it.
Tom and Lisa had a fantastic day at the zoo. They took pictures of themselves with the animal and enjoyed uh, themselves during the animal shows. At lunchtime, they treated them to some delicious food at the zoo cafe. Afterward, Tom hurt himself while climbing an adventure playground, but Lisa helped uh, him with some first aid. They laughed at themselves. They laughed at, they laughed at them when they saw their funny reflection in the funhouse mirrors. It was a memorable day for both of them.
Most were correct, Isha. Some mistakes.
I think they laughed at this fill in the blanks may be filled by other
No, you
pronouns.
gave the correct answer first and then you changed it. You replaced it with the incorrect answer. You are correct. Tom and Lisa had a fantastic day at the zoo. They took pictures of themselves. Why themselves? Because they is a plural. Are you following, Isha? Are you following what I'm trying to say? Tell me
Yes,
a
sir.
clear yes. If you are not following, I'll explain it 100 times if the need be. Are you following or not?
Yes, sir.
Don't think about others right now. You are following or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, I am following.
Okay. They took pictures of themselves with the animals and enjoyed themselves during the animal shows. At lunchtime, they treated, since it's they, themselves to some delicious food at the zoo cafe. Afterward, Tom hurt himself, as you rightly pointed out, because here Tom is singular. Afterward, Tom hurt himself while climbing the adventure playground, but Lisa helped him. You were right. Lisa helped him. Here, Lisa cannot help himself. Lisa is helping her boyfriend, her husband, her friend, whatever. So here, Lisa is not helping herself. Lisa is helping the boy who has accompanied her to the zoo. So she is obviously helping the boy. So Lisa helped him with some first aid. They laughed at, the word is they laughed at themselves when they saw their funny reflections in the fun house mirrors. It was a memorable day for both of them. Here, themselves cannot come because we don't have any subject like they. It doesn't have a subject such as they. So it will be them, only them and not themselves. That is the solution. Isha, is it making some sense? Is it making some sense or not? Some sense.
Yes, sir.
Maybe not full
Yes,
sense,
sir.
but some sense for sure. All right. That brings us to the end of this lecture. I mean, this presentation. Sorry, not the lecture. This presentation. You have done well. All of you have done well. And then you know what you have to do. Practice, 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 and practice. Remember, Isha, you can mess up 100 such grammar problems. But if you are doing spontaneous, shadowing, and coterie talk, you'll be through. All right. The grammar is only for your backdrop information. All right. So let's finish with that today. And now we have, I know that it's getting late, but you have to stay with me till the very end of the class. Please remember, after you finish your stuff, you cannot just run away. You have to listen to your friends. If you have done your spontaneous or your conversation, whatever, and you have finished yours and you're not willing to listen to your co-learners, that is being impolite. Don't be impolite. We'll have to go up to 10, probably 10:05. Please bear with me. From tomorrow, we'll try to start the classes early. But today, my humble request to each one of you, do not leave till we finish. Do not leave till we finish. Okay. Manisha, be ready for the spontaneous. Come over, Manisha. Say hello to me. Manisha,
Hello,
say,
sir.
yes. All right, Manisha. Manisha, your topic for the spontaneous speech today is love is not the same as attachment. Love is not the same as attachment. Love is not the same as attachment. Shoot, Manisha.
Hello, everyone. So today's topic is love is not the same as attachment. First of all, I will confess that I don't think that I'm knowledgeable enough to talk about this topic, but still, I will try to present my thoughts to you all. I think these are two very different words, love and attachment. And for this, when I talk about love and attachment, I usually tend to think about Krishna and Radha ji. Yes, we get attached with people, and when we get attached with them or when we love them, it is not only confined to people only. You can love other living beings too. You can have a love for nature, you can have a love for animals and for other things too. You can love your passion and your life too, and everyone should love their lives, and they should do something in order to cater to the needs of the society. So they should love this whole world and this whole society. You should not be just only live to yourself, and just not confine your life to yourself only. Have a vision which is for everyone. So yes, we were talking about love and attachment. And when we talk about love, it is like love is something that sets you free, and attachment is something that bounds you, and you bound some another one with that attachment. Love, when you love someone, you care about them, and you tend to do everything that they need, but in a way that you will just nurture them. You won't do anything which will degrade their habits, or which will make them do things that they should not do. But when there is attachment, you want that thing that okay, this should be for me only. Like you can have some dream, but I think you should love your dream. Attachment is something when you want that okay, this is my dream and I should fulfill it only, and no one else should do that, and like no one should be above than me. I don't know I'm making sense or not. I'm so sorry. But when we talk about love and we do not talk about Krishna and Radha ji, I don't think that this topic is justified. So in Krishna and Radha ji, we know that their love is of some another level. There was no attachment. We know how they like how much they used to love each other, but still they did not get married. They have some reasons for that in history, in mythology too, and I'm not going into that detail. But yes, in that love, we know that there were patience, there were wait, and there were never this thing that okay, you should be only mine, and this is what true love is. And attach when there is attachment, and then you become so obsessed with that. And I don't think that you should be obsessed with anything in this world, because as it was the yesterday's topic, that nothing is permanent in this world, and everything just keeps changing. So when you're attached with something, you just get obsessed with that thing, and you want that okay, this should be only with me, and I won't let this thing go anywhere. But you know that nothing is permanent, and change is the only constant in this world. Everything keeps changing. So love gives you that power, that you allow yourself to be free from that thing. You will always care for whether it is person or for a thing. So like if you love a person, you won't just you will love them, you will do things for them, you care for them, and you want them to grow. But you won't bound them, you won't dominate them. Like but when you are attached, you you want that okay, that person should do or should work in a way as I direct him or her to do. But love is something that allows you to respect another one, and attachment is something that bounds you, that tries that attachment you try to dominate another one, because you want that okay, you have that possession kind of thing in attachment. But in love, you can get free. You leave another one, uh, like if they are not in your life, even also you love them, and you do good things for them. You want them to do better in their lives, uh, no matter if they are with you, or no matter if they are with you or not with you. You just want their happiness only. But in attachment, you want that, okay, that person should be happy, but not without me. If he or she is happy, then I should be the reason for that. And I don't know if I'm being too romantic or like too anything, but I'm just sharing what is coming in my mind. But in attachment, you want that, okay, if he or she is happy, then I should be responsible for that. How, like, and I should be the involvement in that. But in love, you feel that, okay, if that person is happy, I respect her, and you feel happy by seeing another one happy. And yes, love, and as I said earlier, that you should not confine love with person. In case of persons only, you can love nature too, and you should love nature too, because the everything you love, you care for that, and you respect that thing. And when there is respect, you will have love. In attachment, there can be respect, but it is not sure. But in love, you have respect, and for me, respect is something that is beyond any emotion, because I feel that if there is a respect, you can have everything in your life, no matter what condition it is. But you have, if you have respect, if you have self esteem, and so then you can do anything in this world. And love gives you that power, that you have self confidence, self esteem. Yes. And in case if we see today's world, I also belong to this generation. I'm not too outdated or too old. But in today's generation, we see that youngsters, or like I'm also youngster, but
Manisha,
youngsters.
Manisha, should do. Your time is over. Excellent, my dear. Excellent. Wow, excellent. Please, please give her all your love, affection, respect, and appreciation. Huge deal. I want all of you to clap. Unmute your mics and clap, please. Okay. Manisha, there lived a man called Rabindranath Tagore, right?
Yes, sir.
And he, of course, everybody knows Rabindranath Tagore, the great Nobel laureate, one of the best writers, poets this country has ever seen. In fact, one of the best poets and writers to have walked this world, to have walked this earth. He had said something very similar to what you said today. My dear, I can't believe that it's Manisha speaking. At times I felt I was listening to a Tagore song. Your speech was so musical, so meaningful. Indeed, Radha and Krishna stand for love. And all this rubbish Bollywoodiya romance stands for attachment. That is the degree of difference between love and attachment. Right? You have so beautifully explained that when you love somebody, you set him or her free. Your parents, your siblings, your partner, your children, your teachers, your friends, you set everyone free. And when you get attached, you bind everyone. Your parents, your siblings, your partner, your teachers, your friends, your brothers, sisters, you bind everyone. This boy is mine. This girl is mine. This object is mine. This is my television. This is my laptop. That is not how you behave when you are in love. When one is in love, one accomplishes divinity. Many sages have explained that we never love. What we believe is love is probably nothing more than attachment. We talk about these mere stupid attachments whereby we have affection for, we think we have affection for a person, and we want that person to hang around us, okay, and not to leave us and not to go away from us. Be it a parent, be it a friend, be it a teacher, be it a partner, be it some colleague, anybody. That is not love, that is attachment. Be it an object, be it your laptop. If you're not willing to share your laptop, You are not in love with the laptop. You are not in love with the laptopness, the quality of the laptop, laptopness. As we know, Aristotle, many philosophers long back had said that inanimate objects have something that is similar to what conscious beings have. For example, a chair is a chair because it has chairness. A table is a table because it has tableness, right? So be it tableness, chairness, manness, womanness, childness, waterness, solidness, liquidness, anyness, unless a person is not willing to set that ness free, whatever that ness is, it is not love. It is attachment. Hey, it is my pen. I'll not give it to anybody else. Right? Sorry, you don't love that pen. You're attached to the pen. Right? Can't believe, Manisha, that you have delivered that speech. And I'm doing this not to placate you, and but truly, right from the core of my heart, that I offer, what do I say? If I have to say it in Hindi, आपकी भाषण को नमन करता हूं. Right? I have so much of respect for your speech. It's beautifully spoken, beautifully said. It's you almost expressed, not almost, I would say you actually expressed what divinity stands for setting everything free. Freedom is divinity. True freedom is divinity. Binding or foundations are not divinity. They are sickening material bondages. All sick attachments. Well said, Manisha. Right, you have really made this evening memorable by delivering the speech, and I say it out that this happens to be one of the best performances I've heard so far. This happens to be one of the best performances I've heard so far. The topic was very difficult, and you did full justice to it. Now let's see what your friends are saying about you. For the rest of you, you cannot. Don't say thank you. You deserve all the praises that I'm giving you. Okay. All right. Let's see who says what. I'm sure your friends must be delighted, as delighted as I am. All right. My team says, okay, my team will speak in a while. All right. Kirti says, highly qualified and heart-winning speech. Kirti is spot on. Kirti herself is a very, very learned girl, and her words are really substantive, weighty words. Kirti has made a very apt comment indeed. Highly qualified and heart-winning speech. Absolutely heart-winning. Hemanta, the great singer. No, not the great singer. Hemanta, the great friend of yours. Hemanta says, beautifully explained, Manisha. Beautifully explained. All right. Isha, wow, flawless speech. Incredible job, dear Manisha. Claps and thumbs up for you. Shivam says, fantabulously fantastic. And then there are 3 balls of fire, then there are ellipses, and then he says, truly amazing it was. Again, ellipses, and then he says, splendid show of knowledge and fluency. Completely agree with him. And then claps for you. Well said. Very well said, Shivam. You're spot on. Pallavi says, it was really nice, Manisha. You spoke like a champ, dear. Agreed. 2 beautiful smileys for you, and 2 this. And my team says, what does my team say? Mesmerizing performance, Manisha. You are capable enough to express such a deep topic in a simplest way. You are such a genius. Wow performance. My team couldn't have expressed it better. Very well said. Very well said. Okay. Sanjay, superb, terrific performance, Manisha. Well done. Indeed. Seema, you have explained very well about the love and attachment. I also do have consent with your thoughts. Wonderfully, you share your views. Thanks for this great sharing, my dear. And she has sent you claps. She has sent you thumbs up. She has sent you 3, this also, and 5 hearts. So you have so much of love and appreciation from Seema. Nitesh says, mind blowing, incredible. What a speech, Manisha. I am speechless. Topic was not easy, but you covered all the points with few additions of your own. You really have deep knowledge on the topic. Gained a lot from your speech today. Spot on, Nitesh. As always, you're spot on. Very well said. Your friend Manisha has done a great job today. All right, my team again says, I to bow my head in front of Manisha. Okay. Manisha, do you want me to bow my head before you? I hope you don't want that. Okay. But very well said. Very well said. Lekha. Lekha says, nice performance, Manisha. It made us check whether we are in love with someone or something, or we are just attached to them. In 6 minutes, you spoke the best part of the things which can be spoken in these 6 minutes. These 6 minutes have been optimally used by Manisha. Probably I'll just add on to what Lekha has said. Probably you said in 6 minutes what these morons of the world don't understand in 6,000 years, right? Very well said. Attachment and love are not the same. Radha and Krishna stand for love. Radha and Krishna stand for love, right? Bollywood does not stand for love. It stands for sickness. Okay. All right. And then Manisha responds to all of you saying, thank you so much, everyone. Your words mean a lot to me. Thank you, everyone. And my team says, you deserve these praises, Manisha. I agree with my team again. Manisha, well done. Now you deserve, what do you call? I can't give you a standing ovation because the space does not allow a standing ovation, but claps from my side again. Right? Well done. Well done. Very well done. Okay. Nitesh, pull up your socks. Nitesh, kindly say hello to me.
Hello, sir.
Yes, well done. I'll say well done after you finish. Right now, just a petty well done for your hello, for your saying hello. Okay. Right. Nitesh, my dear, the topic for the spontaneous speech for you today is time is a strange concept. Time is a strange concept. Time is a strange concept. Shoot, dear Nitesh.
Well, time. Really, time is really, really strange because you know that there, as per scientific theories and as per different other theories, if you understand, as per the scientific theory, I will start from that. Can you imagine that time started with the Big Bang, as per scientists? When the universe actually started, after that only the time started. And what was before that, we don't know. And for time to actually exist, you need some activity to play. If there is no activity, you'll see that the existence of time is meaningless. Other thing is that I will one by one tell some of the facts about time. Uh, as per some theories, as I have listened to Stephen Hawking and other scientists, time can have kind of gaps. Even if maybe time is has been stopped for some time, it may have some cracks in it. We cannot actually know because we are flowing through it continuously. And another concept is that as as you have actually read about Zeno's paradox of arrow, his arrow paradox. As per that paradox, when an arrow moves, as per his, when we see at a moment, at every moment the arrow seems still. As per Zeno's idea, when did it move? At every moment you are seeing that it is still. When did it move? So it's like that. Time can be really strange. And I was talking about dreams and about this, uh, your perception of time, as Einstein has said that everything is relative. In dreams also, in few minutes, for example, in actual life, when you sleep, you actually dream for a few minutes, but in dream you feel that it has been hours, hours and hours of uh, time has been spent, and it's kind of time capsule. You can say that dreams are kind of time capsule where you can do more in less time, experience more in less time. Uh, Another theory, as per Einstein's uh, theory of relativity and his idea of space-time. Uh, as per space-time, the mass, as as scientists know, there has been a kind of debate between this quantum scientists and this scientists from that classical science that was Einstein's. So quantum scientists believe that this gravitation is caused by some particles. There can be some gravitational particles that are causing the gravity. There must be some kind of, because gravity is the strangest kind of force that exists in the universe. The electromagnetic forces, the weak forces, weak nuclear forces, strong nuclear forces, they are kind of positive and negative. Only the gravity is the kind of force that is only one-sided. You cannot find the force that is anti-gravity like that. So as per so I believe that as per Einstein's idea, the space-time actually bends when there is a massive object in there. So, and that is why actually gravity works. Gravity is kind of the weakest, one of the weakest forces there. But for massive things, it's really useful. Another thing is that about time is that uh, the concept of time has been discussed in many of our scriptures as well, and this concept of time travel, which I am really very interested about. Well, actually, if you see in the true sense, we are actually traveling through the time only. Uh, well, but there is a concept that when you pass through near a massive object, time slows down for you. So, so for a person who is actually walking in front of the Great Pyramid, and you are staying away maybe for a few microseconds, time is slow for that person. So yeah, the massive things can actually change time, and this mass has been one of the reason, as you may have heard about dark matter. What does that mean, dark matter? There is some invisible matter in the space. Maybe we are just around us. There may be some dark matter, but we don't even know. But why so? Why there is a matter, something that has mass, but it's invisible, and that kind of really boggles my mind, because this massive thing actually bends the space-time around galaxies. It's such a massive thing. And how scientists find that, as you know that as
Nitesh, the time is over.
yes, sir.
What do I say? Effortless performance. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Sir,
And
thank you, sir.
such brilliant concepts you explained. I loved listening to you. Absolutely loved listening to you. While uh, Manisha reminded me of Kobi Guru Rabindranath Tagore, you reminded me of Parmenid's disciple Zeno. My goodness, you guys are, I mean, absolutely, indescribably, infinitely intelligent, right? Well said. Very beautifully explained. Time is indeed a weird concept. What I liked most about your speech is you're saying that we are actually traveling through time. And time can also, in direct or indirect ways, be connected to gravity. Some people talk about gravitons. Okay, when the general theory of relativity came, although I'm an art student, um, also a science student
Same
in
here,
some
sir.
ways, because
Same here, sir.
yeah. Although, I'm a student of humanities, but I love science. So whatever little understanding of science I have, on the basis of that, I'm explaining this. He talks about curved space. If you hold a hold a bed cover taut, say there are 6 or 7 friends holding it taut from all sides, and you place an iron ball in the center, there will be a depression on that cover. And if you place a marble somewhere in the periphery of that cover, that marble will kind of take a spiral trajectory and move towards that iron ball. So just the way that weight is causing the curved space in the bed cover, these massive planets in the massive solar systems and galaxies, they are curving space. And because they are curving space, all these revolutions we are getting to watch, all these movements we are getting to watch, which are spiral in nature, right? Time is also a weird concept. We already know that there are theories on time dilation. And of course, we talk about time beginning with Big Bang, but then there is something called Saint Augustine's era, which means time before the Big Bang happened. And then some people say that the concept of time, if we are to place our faith in our beautiful scriptures of Sanatan Dharma, I'm so much in love with Sanatan Dharma, not only because I am a Hindu, but Sanatan Dharma has taught me a lot about life, how to be tolerant, how to love and not be attached, right? I believe in loving, not getting attached. How to be patient, how to be composed, how to try and look for the truth, not to have blind faith in ideas, not even to place faith in something such as God. Even if you are to believe in God, you first have to investigate. It is through atheism that the doors of theism open. That is the beauty of Sanatan Dharma. I'm saying this with bereft of any bias, that I haven't seen any system of philosophy, because this is a system of philosophies, any system of philosophies as rational and as scientific as Sanatan Dharma. Well, there are many wonderful people over here who are students of science. There are engineering students as well. So, and I'm a student of literature, not exactly literature. I'm a student of law and humanities. So probably, and philosophy. So probably what I say about science may not appeal to those who have studied science at the graduate, postgraduate, PhD, doctoral levels. But probably you will understand my emotions. I'm deeply in love with science. I may not have studied science at a very high level, but I have a scientific temperament. And that scientific temperament has come to me by this beautiful essence of Krishna consciousness, right? Something that our wonderful friend Manisha spoke about. Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna are the essence of existence. For me, Radha and Krishna stand for this, the quest for the truth, the spirit of scientific inquiry. So I know I'm getting preachy again, but you people deliver such wonderful speeches that I cannot help speaking. Okay, and probably sounding like a Babaji giving discourses on 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 faith. But anyway, I hope you'll not mind my saying a few words about my convictions. So thank you so much, Nitesh. You have reminded me of Zeno, and through Zeno, you have again brought to the fore the ideas of Advait, non-dualism, and and tons of other beautiful concepts, tons of other mysteries that still remain unfolded and that are waiting to be unfolded with the scientific inquiry, with the scientific temperament. Thank you so much, Nitesh. I'm so honored. I'm so honored to be a part of this batch where such wonderful students, not students really, I should be calling you scholars, scholars like Manisha and yourself, Nitesh, are studying, right? Kirti, Isha, Hemanta, Sanjay, Shivam, Pallavi, Seema, all of you are geniuses. Trust me, all of you are geniuses. This is a very unique batch I'm dealing with. So I hope that you don't mind sometimes my talking about my convictions, about my ideas on philosophy. I loved your speech, absolutely loved your speech. You have made a thunderous presentation. Lovely. Let's see what your friends are saying about you. Okay, here we go. All right. So, okay. All right. My team says, Nitesh, you are such a knowledgeable soul. As always, it's a terrific performance. You are blessed with great oratory skills. I agree. You have a wonderful rhythm. You speak effortlessly. Manisha also, effortless speech. Wonderfully done, both of you. You are blessed with great oratory skills. You have justified the topic with your deep knowledge. Simply mind-blowing performance. Agreed with my team. Kirti. Kirti says, you are a knowledgeable person. You did an excellent job. Kirti is spot on. You did an excellent job indeed. Hemanta, the singer. I mean, Hemanta, our friend. No, not the singer, not the singer. Okay. Hemanta, our friend says, scientifically explained how time works. Great speech, Nitesh. Absolutely, fully agreed. Great speech, Nitesh. Seema says, so knowledgeable, sharing, Nitesh. Fantastically and very scientifically, you shared your views. Really appreciative and inspired. Really worth appreciation. This is worthy of appreciation and inspiring speech. Well done. And she has sent you lots of thumbs up and 3Ds and of course lots of claps. Seema praising you must mean a lot to you, Nitesh. Okay, she's a teacher herself. Very learned girl. Very learned girl. All right. Shivam says it was a terrific performance and balls of fire are coming your way. Not to hit you, just to show respect to you. Okay. All right. Truly, huge source of knowledge you are. The very difficult topic and you did it effortlessly. 3 claps, wonderful ones. Enjoyed the speech. And he has also sent you a cutie smiley. Okay. All right. Manisha, how come you have so deep knowledge on such difficult topics? I think it's time to borrow your book collection. Oh, she's right. One philosopher once said that if you see a learned person, you should ask that person what kind of books he or she reads. And if you get a chance, steal a peek into her or his library. See what kind of books she or he is reading, and you will know what to read. So, Manisha is spot on. Manisha continues. She says, really appreciate your knowledge and your amazing skills of speaking. Claps for you and well done, Nitesh. I completely agree with Manisha. You are indeed a very knowledgeable person and you speak with such effortlessness. Manisha herself speaks with such effortlessness. It was a treat listening to the two of you. As I said, it was almost like, being in the company of the great Tagore and the great Zeno. Okay? All right. Moving on. Sanjay says, nice performance, Nitesh. Excellent. Terrific. And he has given you 2 thumbs up. Pallavi says, you spoke really well, Nitesh. You are a very knowledgeable person. I really appreciate your speaking skills and knowledge. And then There are 4 thumbs up and 3 pairs of claps. I believe those three claps are actually representing infinite claps. Okay. And Nitesh says, thank you so much, everyone, for your kind words. Isha, the Gyan personified, knowledge personified, speaking. How did you explain the topic? I can't think in this direction, even in my dream. And then she has sent you a beautiful smiley and says, I am speechless. Speech is just amazing and such intense knowledge. And claps from Isha. If Gyan personified is saying such things for you, you have all reasons to be happy. Sanjay says, great, Nitesh. I am so proud that you are a member of my Coterie group. Coterie, indeed. Absolutely right, Nitesh. Anybody will be so glad to have you in the Coterie. And today's session has been such a wonderful one. I know we have overshot again. It is 10:22, but it has been worth every second. The two of you, Manisha and Nitesh, have really made this evening special with such great speeches. Can I request all of you, including Manisha and Nitesh, to give the entire class a huge round of applause for the speakers and for the listeners and for the teacher if you want. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we will continue with essential grammar and we'll pick up 2 of our learned friends again to deliver speeches. Thank you so much. Good night. Take good care of yourself. I see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Take care. Bye. Good night.
Thank you,
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Take care.